Hey all, Matthew Donald here. So, good news. That Walking with Dinosaurs episode I've been threatening to do for the last few months, but haven't been able to get around to it thanks to technical issues, shenanigans involving work, personal life stuff, and some good old-fashioned procrastination. Well, guess what? Not only is it finally available right now on the Patreon at patreon.com/Matthew Donald, but so are two other episodes available right now, Walking with Beasts and Walking with Monsters. We do the whole Walking with trilogy. 3 bonus episodes right there. And since I'm very behind on these bonus episodes, there's also going to be a 4th bonus episode later this month about the Dinoverse books by Scott Simpson. These middle grade books about junior high kids that get their minds trapped in the bodies of dinosaurs. It's very weird. A girl falls in love with an Acrocanthosaurus. Yeah, that's weird. If you want to hear some of that nonsense, go to the Patreon at patreon.com/Matthew Donald. Link is in the description. Have a good day.
Roar, growl, snarl, bellow.
Welcome to Paleobites, the podcast that, like the oldest fossils, has hit rock bottom. My name is Matthew Donald. Each week, I and a rotating series of guest co-hosts talk about and rate a genus of prehistoric animal, be it dinosaur, mammal, arthropod, and so on. And once more, this is a bite-sized episode, so only about 10 minutes or so. Originally, it was like 5 minutes. The last one ended up being 10 minutes. Let's say 5 to 10 minutes. And joining me once more in this bite-sized episode, and once more over the phone, just like the last bite-sized episode, is Stephen Curro. How are you?
I'm good. Reporting live from TeslaCon, Puebla, Mexico.
Yeah, that's cool. Like, we said TeslaCon?
No.
That was
TeslaCon.
The name of that's the Aztec name. It's just I heard TeslaCon, I got really excited because But yeah.
My roommate is a Tesla fan, and by Tesla I mean Nikola, not.
Yeah, not the car. Yeah, it's a shame that the car has been tainted by because like it is a good car. My dad has one. I just try to remind myself that it wasn't actually built by Elon. It was built by a bunch of engineers he hired. So. Right. But yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of futuristic vehicles, we are talking. Well, not vehicles, I guess. You know what's a futuristic vehicle? The Millennium Falcon. And do you know who drives the Millennium Falcon? Or drives is the right word. I don't know if that's the right word. Pilots the Millennium.
None other than Han Solo and his buddy Chewie.
Yes, and later on Rey, and at one point Lando. So it's gone through a few pilots, but we're talking about one in particular. And you're like, but wait a minute, Matt. I thought this was a paleontological podcast. And it is. It still is. I don't know why I said it was. It still is. Because it turns out, because paleontologists are nerds, there is a trilobite literally called Han Solo, genus Han, species Solo.
You told me this, and I just couldn't help but chuckle. This is just fantastic.
Well, and believe it or not, like there's a reason for a quote unquote justification for it beyond the name. So it was found in China, which of course we'll talk about like later on was like location China, but it refers to the Han Chinese, the largest ethnic group in China. So, specific epithet Solo refers to the fact that it's the youngest fossil found to that date of this family of trilobites, of agnostid trilobites. So, actually, was the last surviving member of that family. So, it was the Lone Chinese Trilobite, is what Han Solo means.
Excellent. Well, in the movie Solo, he gets the name Solo because he has no people.
Right. Which I know some people are like, but I'm like, whatever.
I thought it was cool, and it fits with the Trilobite as well. I approve.
My favorite part of that movie is when they get the Millennium Falcon and Han's like, I got a good feeling about this. It's like
right.
It's subverting the usual say.
That's the twist on his famous line. Right.
So the person who published the paper on this, Samuel Turvey, he stated elsewhere he named it after Han Solo because some friends of his dared him to name a species after a Star Wars character. So there you go.
So he finally found a way.
And apparently, this is not the only unusual scientific name made by Turvey. And this, as in the same paper, he named a new species of another trilobite, Giranostis waldorf-statleri. Which, yes, that's named after my favorite Muppet characters, Statler and Waldorf, the critics who heckle everyone. You know those two Muppets? I love those Muppets.
I love that guy. This guy's one of my favorite paleontologists now.
Yeah, this guy, Samuel Turvey is like, naming things after Han Solo, and those people are like, wake me when the show starts. It's starting. Wake me when it's over. Like,
right. Scuffing the whole way through.
That character sure is going places. Boy, I'd like to go places too, like out of this theater.
Right.
Anyways.
So this Solo Trilobite. What time period are we talking about?
All right, I'll get to it. In a second. So, type is an agnostic trilobite, a group of trilobites whose back parts, or pygidiums, are similar in size and shape to their front parts, or cephalons, making them look oddly symmetrical front to back, kind of like those cells that are just about to undergo mitosis. You know those kind of double-sided cells things. It may not look like much, but it's got it where it counts, kid. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. Size 2 inches / 5 centimeters long.
The Trilobite is just created from the cellular level.
Well, no, it just looks like that, but so.
Well, yes, it was a bad joke.
Oh, I didn't hear the joke. It's hard for me to hear you because you're on the phone, far away in Mexico. So, transmission, whatever. but I'm sure it was a great joke. So, if I had heard it properly, I would probably be laughing uproariously. But diet carnivore. Some fossils found within other species imply that it was a parasite, leeching on the insides of other animals. Eesh, and I thought they spelled bad on the outside. So since you've been asking, time, Early Ordavician, 470 to 465 million years ago, a long time ago. Location, China, in a sea far, far away.
So this creature made the Kessel Run 460 million years ago.
Basically, yes. It's like less than 450. Yeah, it's like it's the only one to have made the Kessel, which is a trench, I'm assuming, somewhere in Panthalassa Sea.
Right.
Described in 2005, the same year that Revenge of the Sith came out. Pop culture appearances, other than Star Wars, I doubt anything very much, but never tell me the odds, I say.
No.
But yeah, so again, this is a bite-sized episode because there's not much to talk about. It's just a little cell-looking trilobite that looks like a double-headed thing. The only picture I can find of it looks like a doodle, and I'm really hoping I don't have to use this picture as the main picture of the creature, but I think I'm crap out of luck. So
you could try to sketch one yourself.
I guess I could. Blah. I don't want to do any effort for this show. That's not true. I do so much effort for this show. It's actually crazy sometimes. But yeah, so it's called Han Solo because it's like the last surviving member of its group of trilobites. Oh my god, there's so many different types of trilobites. Every time I think trilobites, I think there's only like how much variety can there be? The answer is so much variety. Trilobites are a class in the phylum of Arthropoda. They're their own class. There's so many of them.
Yes. They're so literally, oh my gosh. So many different shapes, so many different sizes.
Right.
And they're really creepy.
Yeah. None of them are much. I think the biggest one you can really get is like the size of a dinner plate. Like, they're not any huge ones like some of the sea scorpions or the whatever, but still.
Okay. I cannot see this doodle that you're talking about, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how creepy is this particular trilobite?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how about -2? It looks kind of
not creepy at all.
No, it looks. I mean, okay, maybe that's a bit harsh. Maybe like 1.5 because it kind of looks a bit like an ant. Maybe I don't know in this picture, but it's also yellow in this picture, so it's also very cartoony. Okay. So I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
No, I've definitely seen creepier trilobites. Ones that look like big millipedes, or like ones that look like big roly-polies, or
some of them are kind of spiny.
Yeah. Have you heard of a house centipede?
No.
If you want to have nightmares, look it up. Imagine a centipede with legs like a daddy long legs.
Oh dear God. That's horrifying.
Yeah. But
the trilobite, we'll see in hell.
Yeah, exactly. They'll see it in hell. It may not look like it much, but it's got it where it counts, kid. So, I already used that quote, I know, but I'm not sure how else to use it. It's like, what do I want to say? We love this trilobite. It knows.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, when you named the trilobite, it was a great shot, 1 in a million. Yes, indeed. It's like it's only in it for the money. No, that doesn't work. It shot first. It shot its antenna first. Okay, there we go. Okay, so... Except in some edited versions of the Ordavician where the other creature... We're really stretching here. Let's rate it 1 out of 65 million. I mean, rate it like maybe one in a million. That's what I'm gonna...
Right.
So...
I will say... Okay. I'm going to say 12, not because I'm scoring low, but because Han Solo did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, rounding down.
Okay, cool. So 12 as in just 12 or 12 million?
Million. Million. But yeah, enough. 12 million, but that's not a low score. Usually I give a high score.
Well, I mean, there's not really much to say other than this creature, which has a cool name, and it also is named the same who is fans of the Muppets. This is just...
I can't wait to see, he did Star Wars, he did Muppets. What is he going to name something after? I don't know.
There was a crossover, back in, the late 70s, I saw a clip of an old clip of the Muppet Show, and this was before Disney owned, I think, either of them, where, Luke Skywalker met the Muppets, and it was Mark Hamill. So,
that's fine.
So yeah, there we go.
I know Yoda made an appearance once or twice.
Well, I mean, Yoda is Frank Oz, who is Master Muppeteer, because Frank Oz is also the voice of Miss Piggy.
Exactly.
So, the Muppets and Star Wars have a cherished and long history together. So... including through this paleontology, because paleontology brings the world together. All right, well, that's it for this week. If you want to get a hold of the show, you can contact me at paleopitespodcast@gmail.com, at paleopitespod on Twitter, and paleopitespodcast on Instagram. Where can they find you, Stephen?
You can find me at StephenCurro.com, StephenCurro.com.
Sounds great.
You can find access to my short stories and poems and other things that I have written. And I have 2 novels that will be published eventually, one of which has dinosaurs. So, yeah.
Yes, one of these days, come hell or high water. It may be a long shot, but never tell you the odds, right?
Never, absolutely not.
Right, yeah. If those publishers don't accept them, you can tell that slime piece of worm-headed filth that he's never gonna mess with us. Right? Is that the quote that he says to Jabba?
Look, just tell Jabba I've got the books.
Yes, you'll give him the money. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, that's it for this week. As I say at the end of every episode of Paleobites, Yahoo, or whatever he says in that.
I'll just say, may the force be with you.
Does he say that? No, he says it once, doesn't it?
He does say it once to Luke, but he's feeling slightly guilty.
Right, okay. So, because normally he doesn't believe in the Force. He's like, it's nothing compared to the good blaster at your side. So,
Right. Later, he comes to believe it a little bit, but for the most part, he's like, oh, the Force, are you kidding me? I call it luck.
Well, I mean, later on, he does say that that's not how the Force works, so in Force Awakens, so he must know a thing or two about it, but yeah. Oh, that's what he says. They say the every episode of Paleobites, falls down the plate by being stabbed by Kylo Ren.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.